Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Examiners 2 of this thesis examination, Mr. Hilmi Akmal, Master of Humanities. First of all, let me introduce myself. That my name is Rizkia Nabila Putri Lubis, and I would like to thanks for the opportunity that has been given to me to present my thesis with a title Translation Method and Meaning Equivalence in Song Lyric, a whole new word translated into Dunia Baru. Okay, we started from chapter 1, Introduction. Translation becomes an indispensable tool in human life to transfer information which written by original authors into the target language. Therefore, translation is an attempt to replace the source language into the equivalent target language. In translating, there are many literary works that can be used as a translation object. One of them is song lyrics. Lyrics, as quoted by Ransom in 2015, are literary works poetry which contain of personal feelings, while song is a composition made of lyrics and music for the purpose of producing a proportionate feeling or emotion in relation to a particular matter. So, translation of the song is a form of appreciation of emotion and thought with melodies. Produce the good translation and understandable about the song lyrics is not an easy work, because many requirements must be fulfilled, such as the translation method and meaning equivalence. In this case, the research will discuss about translation method and meaning equivalence applied in song lyrics, a whole new word, translated into Dunia Baru. The researcher chooses this topic because song lyric is rarely translated to be sung in the new version language, in which the message of original text is not changed. Examine of translation method and meaning equivalence, there are several researchers that discuss similar topic, such as research written by Sri Nikmatu Rupiah and Rudy Hartono in 2017. This research is about shift and equivalence of noun phrase in English-Indonesian translation of Barbie short stories. To obtain the data, this research used descriptive qualitative method. The researcher analyzing the use of translation shift according to Catford and equivalence as cited by Popovic and Naida in Besnet in English noun phrase to Indonesian translation. So, the difference between their research and this research are the corpus and the equivalence theory that applied in this research. The second research was from Melkianus Prasangka in 2016. The purpose of this research is the equivalence and the translation method of English idioms found in Friday Night Lights movie subtitle. The researchers found 14 idioms in this Friday Night Lights movie subtitle. There are 3 idioms categorized as formal equivalence and 11 idioms as dynamic equivalence. For translation method, the researcher found 10 idioms translated by using communicative translation, and for idioms, translated by using semantic translation. So, this research is only focusing on analyzing the types of translation method and meaning equivalence in translating song lyrics, a whole new word, into Dunia Baru. Next, focus of this research. This research will focus on analyzing the types of translation method and meaning equivalence applied in song lyrics A Whole New World, sung by Brett Kane and Lea Salonga, and translated into Dunia Baru, sung by Hussein Alatas and Noella. Next, research question. Based on background of the research, the researcher would like to formulate the problems. Some follow. 1. What types of translation method applied in the translation song lyrics A Whole New World, sung by Brett Kane and Lea Salonga? And 2. How is the result of meaning equivalence applied in the translation song lyrics A Whole New World, sung by Brett Kane and Lea Salonga? Next, significance of the research. The researcher hopes this research will help and give some advantages, especially to the researcher herself and the readers who has interest in translation method and meaning equivalence in song lyrics. In addition, the researcher could be the one of references, especially in translating song lyrics, and also gave a contribution in the development of a language and translation. Next is research methodology. And the objective of the research is to understand the types of translation methods and meaning equivalence applied by the translator in translating song lyrics A Whole New World, sung by Brett Kane and Lea Salonga. 2. The method of research. This research is conducted using descriptive method and both source language and target language in song lyrics A Whole New World and Dunia Baru. Next is the instrument of this research. The instrument of this research is the researcher herself as the subject of collect the data by reading, marking, classifying, identifying the lyrics that contain of translation method, and then analyzing the meaning equivalence between source language and target language of A Whole New World and Dunia Baru. Next is the unit of analysis. A Whole New World is the soundtrack of Aladdin movie. This song was sung by Brett Kane and Lea Salonga and then translated into Indonesian lyrics and titled Dunia Baru, sung by Hussein Alatas and Noella that taken from the internet. This song released on September 28, 2015. Next is the technique of data analysis. The researcher analyzes the data using descriptive method referring to Peter Newmark's translation method theory and Naida and Taber's equivalence theory. The data are analyzed by using qualitative method where the researcher analyzes the data based on her subjective point of view. In analyzing the data, the researcher compares between the source language and the target language using translation method and meaning equivalence theory. The researcher gives comment on the translation which were considered inappropriate. After all, the researcher synthesizing her opinion with the relevant theory. Last, on chapter 1 is research design. This research consists of 4 chapters. Chapter 1 consists of introduction, background of research, focus of research, research of question, significance of the research, research methodology consists of objective of the research, method of the research, instrument of the research, unit of analysis, technique of data analysis, and the last is research design. Chapter 2 Contents of theoretical framework. In this chapter, the researcher discusses about the theory applied by the researcher, such as translation method and meaning equivalence in the song lyrics. Chapter 3 contains about explanation of research findings. This chapter will discuss about analysis of data based on theory in the previous chapter. It consists of translation method and meaning equivalence theory, so this chapter is central of this research. And the last chapter 4 is the conclusion and suggestion. In this chapter, the researcher concludes the discussion in the previous chapter and gives some suggestion. Next, we go to chapter 2, theoretical framework. And one is previous research. Based on the research that has been done, there are some previous research that related with translation method and meaning equivalence. The first is Aditya Nugraha, Muhammad Apriyanto Budi Nugroho, and Yudi Rahman's research entitled English-Indonesian Translation Methods in the short story A Blunder by Anton Chekhov in 2017. Their research aimed to the kind of translation method in the short story A Blunder by Anton Chekhov, which is translated into Indonesian by students as the participant of this research. They use qualitative descriptive method that includes observation and document analysis. The difference between their research and this research are the corpus and the translation method theory applied in this research. And the second research is translation method and degree of equivalence in English-Indonesian translation of Leo Tolstoy, God Sees the Truth But Waits, by Nuharani Diah, Rudi Hartono, and Isi Yuliasri in 2019. Aim of this research is to identify the methods applied by the translation in translating Tolstoy, God Sees the Truth But Waits, to describe the degree of equivalence between the English original version and the Indonesian of the short story, and to show relation between them. The theories are proposed by Newmark for translation method and Bell's theory for the degrees of equivalences. The difference between their research and this research are the corpus and the equivalence theory applied in this research. And the last research is by S. Suharto and Edi Subroto, with title The Equivalence of Translated Songs Lyric and Their Effect, the case of translated ecclesial songs in 2014. This research aimed at describing the equivalence of ecclesial song lyrics which belong to the content word, the meaning of the sentence, and their effect on church songs. The data collection method used questionnaires, technique, interview, document, and content analysis. So, the differences between their research and this research is the data collection applied in this research. And we go to the translation theory. The definition of translation. El-Habib on 2017 said that translation is the process of replacing an original text known as the source text within substitute known as the target text. Catford on 1965 defined translation is the replacement of textual material in one language. According to Larson, in 1998, translation is the transfer of meaning in the source language text into the target language text. This is done by replacing the form of the first language with the form of the second language. And According to Naida and Tabor, also stated that translation is the communication activity in returning message from one language into another language. And according to Bell, in 1991, translation is the replacement of representation of a text in second language. And we go to the second theory, is about translation method theory by Peter Newmark. Newmark states that translation is transferring the meaning of a text into another language within the manner that the author supposed to the text. In the process of translation, method of translation is needed by the translator to decide whether the author wants to produce translation oriented to the source language or the target language. According to Macaulay, the translation method is a way to do things according to a definite plan. From the definition above, the researcher can conclude that the method of a translation is a way and a plan in the implementation of translation. Translation method is a method widely used in translating the source language into the target language. To use Newmark's terminology, there are 8 methods that divide it into 2 forms by Newmark. The first is the translation method, emphasis on the source language consisting word for word, literal translation, faithful translation, and semantic translation. And the second, Newmark has the translation method that emphasis to the source language, consisting adaptation, free idiomatic, and communicative translation. And this is the explanation. The method of translation emphasis to the source language. One is word-for-word translation. It is often demonstrated as interlinear translation with the target language immediately below the source language words. The source language word order is preserved and the words translated singly by their most common meanings and out of context. 2 is literal translation. The source language grammatical constructions are converted to their nearest equivalent target language, but the lexical words are again translated singly and out of context. And the third is faithful translation. Faithful translation attempts to use the structure of target language in translation. And the fourth is semantic translation. Newmark states that semantic translation may translate less important cultural words by culturally neutral terms or functional terms but not by cultural equivalence, and it may make other small concessions to the readership. And the method of translation emphasis to the target language. And the first is adaptation. This is the phrase form of translation. The source language culture convert to the target language culture and text is rewritten. Second is free translation. It is duplicate the matter without manner or the content without the form of the original. And the third is idiomatic translation. Idiomatic translation is a meaning-based translation that makes every effort to communicate the meaning of the source language text in the natural form of the target language. And the last is communicative translation. It attempts to render the exact contextual meaning of the original in such a way that both content and language are readily acceptable and comprehensible to the readership. And the second theory is meaning equivalence theory by Naida and Tabor. The researcher applied Naida and Tabor's theory that divided meaning equivalence into 2, namely formal equivalence and dynamic equivalence. Formal equivalence focuses attention on the message in both form and content. And dynamic equivalence is where the relation between target language and message should be substantially the same as that which existed between the message of original target. Okay, we go to the next chapter. Is chapter 3 is the research finding. After collected the data, there are 29 data that will analyze it by using Newmark's translation methods and NIDA's equivalence theory. Okay, I want to explain some of them. We go to the data analysis in text 1. Source language, I can show you the word shining, shimmering, splendid. And the target language, kan ku perlihatkan dunia yang gemerlap. The text, I can show you the word shining, shimmering, splendid is rendered to be kan ku perlihatkan dunia yang gemerlap. Here, the target language text is lost some meanings of the source language words. The phrase shining, shimmering, splendid is defined as gemerlap from three words to be only one. It changed the text force of source language that is longer than the target language text. However, the translator still made this line into the author's intention with the closest grammatical equivalent of source language, word or phrase. So, the text 1 is categorized to be communicative translation, and this text apply formal equivalence that address it to the translator focus on the source language text in both form and content. And the text 2, source language, tell me princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? And the target language, katakan putri, kapan hatimu bebas memutuskan. The text tell me princess, now when did you last let your heart decide is translated to be katakan putri, kapan hatimu bebas memutuskan. It started as word-for-word translation, but the translator adjusts the word structure according to the target language grammatical. In this text, the source language grammatical is converted to the nearest target language equivalent, and the target language text still translated with the same context. So, the text 2 is classified to be literal translation and applied formal equivalence. Exactly, the target language text keeps the word for order of the source language in both form and content. And the text 3, source language, I can open your eyes. And the target language, betapa indahnya. The source language text, I can open your eyes, is substitute the target language text, betapa indahnya. Have no reference in the target language. As the result, the target language text is much different, meaning with the source language text that produce dissimilarity while upon the target audience listening to the song lyrics of source language and target language. Therefore, adaptation translation method is used in this text and applied dynamic equivalence where the form content in the target language text could give the same impact as the target audience listen the source language song lyrics. And the next is text 11. Source language, but when I'm way up here is crystal clear. Target language, dan jelas sekali dari sini. This text reproduce the precise contextual meaning of the original within the limits of target language grammatical structure. The text, but when I'm way up here, it's crystal clear, is translated to be dan jelas sekali dari sini. The sentence above when way up here is translated to be dari sini, which keeps the equivalent form of grammar in the text of target language. Similar to the text it's the crystal clear is translated to be jelas sekali. That also keeps the structure of the text source language by the formation of word of the target language. The text 11 is classified faithful translation that and this translation applied the formal equivalence exactly the text of target language, keeps the word order of the text of source language in both of form and content. And the next is text 23. Source language every moment red letter. And the target language is setiap saat berharga. The source language text every moment red letter is rendered to be setiap saat berharga. From Merriam-Webster Dictionary application, the word red letter is of special significance. In the target language text, the word red letter translated to be berharga. They still have related meaning to the original form. So, every moment red letter in the source language text translate to be setiap saat berharga. In text 23, there is an idiomatic translation method. The meaning equivalence that apply in this text is formal equivalence because the source language text still have related form with the original text. Okay, we go to the last chapter, is chapter 4, conclusion and suggestion. Conclusion, from the discussion in the previous chapter, it can be concluded that the translation is the transfer message or language from the source language into the target language and acceptable in its meaning with regard equivalence. This research concludes the method of translation and meaning equivalence that apply in song lyrics. A whole new word translated into dunia baru can understand it naturally. The researcher also concludes that the translation has successfully translated well in the target language. The researcher points out that in translating the song lyrics, the translator has used 5 methods, with adaptation as the most dominant one, followed by communicative translation, literal translation, faithful translation, and idiomatic translation. In the term of meaning equivalence between the English version and Indonesian version, most of the translation are categorized into formal equivalence. And the last, suggestion. After analyzing the song lyrics translation, the researcher would like to give some suggestions that might be useful especially for the students of English department and the reader. The researcher hopes that the translator has to pay more attention to the translation method because not only increase the information about translation but also apply in translation practice. The researcher also would like to suggest that doing any translation, the most important thing is keep the meaning or the message of the source language remains the same when it is being translated into the target language. Okay, the honorable examiners, this is the end of my presentation, and I will be ready to answer the question, and I hope I can answer the question well. Thank you very much for your nice attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.